Okay, laddies and lassies, we're going to do a fairy reading now. Don't think we're not going to do one because we proper are. Oh, I like this card. This was one I got a while ago and I meant to read it, but I didn't read it, did I? And now the fairies are reminding me. They're like, you got to go back and read that. Lady of the New Buds, Nurture Tenderness. Anyway, let's see what card you guys are going to get from the FAE realm. So I'm going to use this deck, and I'm also going to use Heart of the Fairy Oracle. Now, the first message from the fairies today was that you got to put your feet on the grass. They insist. They're proper bossy, I tell you. Okay, so let's see what card wants to come through for you. Oh, you've got two. Gaia's Dragon, Divine Union. And then New Moon, FAE, Soul Scrying. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, you might want to, this might be a good video to watch after the full moon in Aries one. I am doing this reading after that one, so that kind of makes sense that it's following on. But this is about birthing something new with the Gaia's Dragon there, Divine Union. So something's going to come into alignment here for you. And it's kind of like Two of Cups energy there. And what is going to happen here is it's going to be revealed to you soon what that is. Because this inner work here, this is something being revealed. Again, I'm getting Plutonian energy, but it's, yeah, Plutonian energy. Let me just, I'm like rubbing my third eye here, like in a clockwise motion. So it's something that you've seen over time, but it's going to be more fully revealed to you. And whatever this thing is that is being birthed or that you've been nurturing, it has come about over time, right? It's been in this place of, well, you know, you could say it's the cosmic womb even, but what this is you being birthed into the new of yourself. Yeah, that's why I feel like I was getting Pluto energy there, because it's doing that deep inner work and it's very transformational. And then it's like the new you is going to be born. And this is kind of sounding dramatic, but you know, bear with, because you know, Aries full moon energy as well, so it's linked in with that. And the other thing is, and this is interesting as well, because there's a double message coming through here, and there was in the full moon in Aries one as well. The other thing is that this could be a actual divine union. So you coming into a relationship with someone who you're meant to be with, and that is going to be revealed, okay? Because the soul scrying is in reverse. So it's going to be illuminated to you who that is. Fairy love. Okay, so let's sing. On the bottom here we had the hero. Okay, so I was just getting with that, be the hero of your own journey, and that can be linked with the Fool card in the tarot, you know, the hero's journey, but that's essentially you stepping off on your new path, so taking a new journey in your life. So let's see, what is the FAE message here for those connecting in this space? What wants to come through? Okay, interesting. We got the Star Fairy 36 in reverse, and then the Paradox. Yeah, I thought that was upside down, but it's not. Okay, it's number 52. And it's interesting because I saw number 25. So 25 is to do with trust. So this is like trust the process of life, even though when it may be confusing or you don't understand, because this is a world full, it's a paradoxical world, right? It's just getting the words, like either way we go, there's always going to be something that we have to face or something that's going to be revealed to us. But the Star Fairy here, this is like don't stand in your own way either. And I feel like with the paradox there, it's a little bit of a, it's like look at things from the other way as well, kind of like hangman, a little bit of hangman energy. Like, yeah, look at things from both sides of the story, because even though something can seem one way, there's another side to it and both those things are possible at the same time. So the star fairy here in reverse is interesting because 36 is a gateway and it reduces to 9 as well, so it's linked in with birthing something new, but this was in reverse. So this kind of came out in the Aries full moon reading as well, about how some people might feel blocked on their own path as well at this time. But there could be something that just needs to be healed here as well, because that's linking in with, for me, with the star card in the tarot. So that is about healing and connection. So it might be worth looking at, what are you connecting with right now? Is it in alignment for you? It's like who or what. All right, let's see if there's another FAE card. I might just split the deck and see what wants to come through. Oh, the gift, and that the gift is in reverse. And the hidden one's in reverse. Wow, the Prince of Shadows. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of light on this planet right now, okay? But there's also a lot of darkness. Some would say it's in equal amounts. I really don't know. But we do have the day and the night. And what was I going to say with this? Let me look. Yeah, the gift. So some of you might feel like your gifts are hidden, or that you're not recognizing them, or even that you don't have any, or that what you have is not enough, or that you can't share it for some reason, or it's the very low self-esteem kind of energy here. But I feel like it's the Prince of Shadows. I get this, it's that there's that saying that the devil is a liar, okay, because it's a trickery. So it can make you feel like bad things that aren't true are true. Like, it's very sabotaging energy. So that's what I'm getting with that anyway. With the shapeshifter here, it's just, to me, speaking about transforming and also being the magician of your own life and being able to make a new path in life where you have to. This is very this is leaning into actual survival skills as well. Going into sort of some heavy topics today, but that's just where the energy is going, or what I'm tapping into anyway. But it's more like, okay, so if you've been through life and you've had to do things to survive, and perhaps those things have been viewed in a negative way, okay, what it is like recognizing your strengths that have helped you move along in life, right? So some of those strengths are things that you had to do, or they're even gifts, right, that you picked up in life through adversity that help you be able to adapt and move with changing times. Okay, so that's a 64, which is 10, and we are moving into changing times. Okay, so I do feel like there's been a lot to overcome here. Now, this is the thing with fairies, right? It's not it's not all Tinkerbell. There obviously is, well, not obviously, some might not know, but there's obvious look at that again. I'm saying that's what the fairies are saying. They're like, come on, this is obvious, like that there's the shadow side and the underground here as well, right? So yeah, anyway, I don't know if I'm putting this together right. I'm proper waffling. I know what I'm talking about, as long as other people do as well. I split the deck. You got the Heartless Love, so that's a pretty dark energy in itself too, because who wants a love without heart? Love needs to be about expressions of heart and things like that. So there's some very dark energy here. So let me just see. Okay, so we're focusing on strengths at the moment. So A strength would be overcoming shadows within your own life, overcoming places where you felt were barren, didn't have love, looking at your own life in a different way, looking at yourself in a different way, reframing your own story, and then so you can receive the gift and be open enough to share it with others. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so recognizing your own adaptability, your own ability to change, to grow. And what is it that you need to heal and come out of hiding? Or come out of the darkness? What is it that you need? Because remember your first cards here, which was Gaia's Dragons, Divine Union. You might even like to call on dragon energy, or find out what dragons you're working with or that you need, like the elementals. So that's another 10 as well. So this is a completely new cycle that's coming through here for you, and you've had to go to the darkest of places with this new moon FAE in reverse, right? So that's why you've had a lot of heavier energy over there. But let's see what else. This may not be speaking to everyone, and that's okay. It's for whoever it's for. So you've got the crone there. This is wisdom gathered over time. This is also seeking wisdom from partnerships. There's something to do with partnerships here and how... Ooh, yeah, so how their partnerships helping you remember who you are via digging deep. So yeah, and that could be relationships. That's interesting because we are in a Libra energy, which is relationships. Okay, so the card that was on the bottom is the Lady of Joy. I am going to read that one because on the other side of the heavy stuff and all that is joy, right? They're on the opposite sides of the spectrum, but they're still connected, right? So you're not completely separate from that, you know. But just because the reading was kind of heavy, I will round it up with a proper dose of joy, and that 45 reduces to 9. So this, be open to the realization that life can be beautiful, and life is beautiful. It has lots of different moments to it, but it's 9 and then it's 10, right? So it's a new cycle beginning. Can you open up to it? Can you receive joy? Okay, so 45. Maybe if you know someone that is in a hard space, you can share my channel with them, because I feel like a lot of my stuff would speak to people that are in the harder places, or the heavier places. So anyway, 45, the Lady of Joy, joy in the moment, sharing, true gift. Okay, so there's a lot here about recognizing your true gifts and how did you actually get there. It's wisdom over time. Yeah, I was picking up something to do with, I think it was when I was talking about relationships, I was picking up something to do with 8 as well, and it could be from this 26 partnerships reduces to 8. That's Saturn. So it's lessons learned over time. Anyway, right, so to choose the Lady of Joy is to receive a true gift for yourself. She is such an important being. To know her touch is to know pure joy. She comes to remind you that joy can be found everywhere at any moment. It has no size limits, no sell-by dates, no conditions attached. It just is. So accept this gift, find joy in the moment and pass it on. Joy multiplies when you pass it on to others. It is infinitely large. So if you give some away, you will always have more than enough for yourself. A good thing to remember in a world that can seem joyless much of the time. Fairy is a joyous place. By finding joy in every day, you help to make the veil between worlds thinner and the probability of fairy contact much more likely. So do your duty for the cause of interworld communications and be joyful. Yeah, I like how in that too it said about being able to see and connect with the fairy realm, because in the Aries full moon reading I did mention about being able to see into other realms more easily. Yeah, that's where I feel like the energy is going. But anyway, I hope this reading helped in some way, and let me know if it did. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.